What's going on, Aquarius? Welcome to my channel. We're about to jump into your energy. This goes out to Sun, Moon, and Rising, singles, couples, men, and women. Interestingly enough, while I was shuffling the cards, and this is not the outcome of the reading, so don't worry too much. But maybe you're feeling this energy right now, but we're going to touch a little deeper into that. The card that popped out during the opening shuffle was actually the Three of Swords. Now let's talk about the Three of Swords for a second and how it affects people differently. I know with love readings, Three of Swords does have to do with heartbreak, but also you can look at delays and how one's thoughts of how they thought things were going to flow at that specific time can kind of at times get put to the back burner. We have this thing called divine time. Whether you flow with the spiritual world or just at the right place at the right time. Divine time could also be something on the lines of wanting to go back to school. And when you get out of the field and graduate and, well, out of the college or whatever it is that you might do and try to get into your field, things don't quite kick off the way that you want, but they do at the very last moment. So what I'm saying for those that resonate with this is try not to let your thoughts get in your head and make you feel that your blessing is not there. Now again, this channel is open to everybody, no matter what path you walk. So whether you are a Wiccan, a pagan, a witch, ceremonial magician, chaos magician, those that are into sigil magic, so forth and so on, Thelemite, so forth and so on. So try not to let your thoughts jump into your head. For those into numerology, 222. So with that out of the way, I do feel that it pertains to love just a bit, but more on the lines of just how your thoughts can really pierce your very heart. You get your hopes up and, it's, you know how it goes. Thoughts can lead to the biggest explosions of all time. So let's see what energy you are currently in. Many of you are in a very charismatic energy, an energy of leading, an energy of being very regal. Perhaps you are embodying the energy or essence of the Leo, fire, natural born leader. Now, interestingly enough, this channel is an Aquarian channel, but I know we all have different things going on in our chart. So right now you are in a very, very, very regal, balanced, kind of a witty sort of vibe, holding your staff, your passions, sitting on your throne. Now I also have to say that this does not connect to the Three of Swords, but it was an opening message. So if you have that on the side page, I really wouldn't worry about it too much. Focus on the fact that you are or can jump into, and I will say can jump into, again, hence the word again, the King of Wands. Now we know when life beats us down, we step out of that phase. We could be in the King for 1 day or 2 years. We could work a year to get to that King of Wands, elegant, fiery strength, everything about it, energy. But just as fast, we can become defensive and lose that energy. That energy is still there. I went through that recently. So many things opened up. And then, well, humanity kicked in. And I realized that I had to be mundane for a while. And when all the connections just kind of went, It made me feel that I really messed up. But I didn't. I just had to step away and then come back and reground the way that I reground. So if you feel that this Three of Swords connects to you in any way, shape, manner, or form, you have not lost your king status. You just have to step back into it. So now we're going to jump into what you're going to flow with to the outcome. Temperance Energy. Now, understand that sometimes when we are in that King of Wands energy, it can be a very amazing, but at times overpowering energy for those that resonate with it. Remember to cultivate your inner world if you go back to the Three of Swords. Understand that your outer world aligns with your inner world. And approach any situation with temperance. Understand that the Ten of Cups, how you flow with it, the emotional completion, the rainbow, the beautiful, just raw emotional power refined into that quiet brook or stream. Also, I would like for you to focus on staying balanced and staying grounded within earthly energies as well as that quiet brook that might come forth. Tap into the higher realms. I like to look at the higher and lower realms as just the higher and lower realms. Sometimes we operate on a earthly frequency, tapping and staying grounded for earth workings, so forth and so on. And sometimes we just tap into that celestial realm where the angels, many deities, ascended masters, so forth and so on may remain. And they can come down at any given time, but understand that it is good to try to raise the frequency, if you want to call it that. I'm trying to include, something that everybody can at least click with and say, oh, okay. So stay within that temperance energy. Also, for those that resonate with this, look into the color of auras and understand that this has been a pretty funky winter for all, but stay within that temperance energy in conjunction with the King of Wands and try not to worry so much about the Three of Swords energy, which is delays, heartbreak, so forth and so on. It's a loaded pistol. Okay? So stay in those two. The King and the Temperance. Stay balanced. You won't always stay in the highest celestial realms, no matter how hard you try. So, take it from someone that's going through that experience still, after my many years of practicing, that we all slip and fall and that we all step out of that and just step into the mundane. Is there anything wrong with that? No. The King of Swords. Now, mind you, I do like to go into the meaning of the cards, but also the cards speak a different story per deck. As we all know, not every single deck is going to look the same. And if everyone is reading with the same deck, yes, you might get some of the basic information, but you're going to interpret it certain ways. So what I see for you is mental clarity that does come from this temperance energy and stepping away from the Three of Swords. The King of Wands is going to take its witty, regal, on point flow, that Leo energy, that roar, that her lion in my head. Just everything. And I do sense there many gentlemen, because I see a lion and not a lioness. There may be a few gentlemen, whether you are a cross watcher or an Aquarius, has maybe stepped away from their lioness. So all you have to do is step forth again. Now to the lioness that does resonate with this. You are protected by that lion. Does that mean that he has to be a Leo? No. Just look up the animal, king of the jungle, so forth and so on. But you are his queen. You are the one that will hunt with him. You hold it down just as much as he does. But understand that as you flow back into this aspect, you're going to have to look more towards the higher faculties. You know, I guess you can call it the pineal gland or the crown chakra. We're going to say the higher zones, right? And understand that at times you have to keep your sword raised. You don't have to go into battle physically to achieve anything. You can simply just raise your sword. Gentlemen, you can overcome any situation by using your wit, your intellect. Now, I'm not talking about someone at a bar that just wants to, sometimes it happens. You gotta win or lose. It just happens. Sometimes you can't just walk away. But we're not talking about that this go around. We're talking about tapping into those higher intellects, using your brain. 1111. I like the fact that many of you are in that King of Wands energy. And again, yeah. Two of Swords. Follow your heart and your own mind is what I'm hearing. Wisdom and guidance from anyone, whether it's me or any other channel, is a good thing. But understand that tapping into too many areas. I heard stop getting so many readings. Whoever resonates with that just don't shoot the messenger. Understand that the Two of Swords being blocked off isn't always just towards a person. It can be blocked off to the things around you. An example, you might work, Raymond Buckland's Blue Book. If you don't know what that is, just go type that in. If you don't know who Raymond Buckland is, go look that up. But you might work that tradition, Wicca, the craft, etc., etc. And then one day, this specifically great angel, whether it's Yekadel or Michael or Raphael, Uriel, Ariel, comes on down and just puts a psalm in your head. Then your whole world is messed up. You're like, well, what happened? I've gone through that. And it can be a very, very terrifying shift of paths. But your energetic support team, a lot of them will lead you to this themselves. Even if you don't, even if it doesn't quite align with what they say, a Sumerian deity might say, go work with something along the Greek pantheon. And you're just like, that makes no damn sense. But you got to trust it and roll with it. So understand that Two of Swords isn't some outside thing. It's just we all get there where we're very standoffish at time. 3-3. And we just have to open up and tap into that higher wisdom that we have and have a little fun with it. If it gets bad enough, you'll know. You'll know. But follow what feeds your soul and understand that your energetic support team, your deities are still there. 3-3-3. In the final, we have the Six of Swords. Now we know the Six of Swords is moving on past, many things that no longer serve you. But this go around, I'm seeing it connecting to using the mental intellect that you might have. Look into the dragonfly as well. And to really understand that it's going to take really using the mind and the heart to go forth. The path isn't always going to be comfortable, but it will be just. So pick yourself up. Keep on marching. You haven't lost anyone. They're still in your corner. Hopefully this resonates with you in some way, shape, manner, or form. If so, please like, share, and subscribe. And join the Cosmic Space Hippie Starseed Indigo Tribe and Aquarius Moon Tarot family. If you'd like to book me, please check the description box below and all that information will be there. And I'll be tossing out some freebies soon, as well as some more trivia and all that stuff if you're still here listening to me ramble. All right? So in final, understand that following your heart is good, but sometimes you have to follow the mind because that plays a big part in it, All right, y'all. Y'all stay fly. Peace.